What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So by the title of this video, y'all already know what the story time is going to be about. I went on a trip with some broke bitches. Before we get into the story time, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Y'all hear some background. It's because I'm on a trip, which actually inspired me to go ahead and do this video. So I'm gonna knock this one out while everybody getting dressed, and I'm gonna give y'all a story time. But this literally happened maybe 5 years ago. I'm not really sure how long ago, but I know it's like a couple of years ago. It's this festival, I guess you could say, that they have at Myrtle Beach. It's called Black Bike Week. If you never heard of Black Bike Week, it's something similar to like Freaknik. If you never heard of Freaknik, just Google it. Black Bike Week is basically a place where all bikers come down to Myrtle Beach, and you know, everybody be on the strip. It'd be people on back of bikes. It'd be people with like their cars, and it's just like, I guess it's like a good time, you know. A lot of dudes come out there for a good time, and a lot of females come out there for a good time. And it's literally not no place to go if you're trying to look for a husband or a wife. It's not that type of party. It's not no place for you to find no man, no wife. It's just a place for you to go to have a good time. I was not out there to have a good time. I was just out there because everybody went. So not everybody had those intentions, but everybody went to like Black Bike Week. So I just wanted to go because everybody was gone. Me and my friend, we're going to give her the name Ray. So me and Ray went the previous year. So we was going this year. We was going the current year that it was, whatever year that was. So we was going to go again. Y'all, to be honest, I really wasn't in the mood to go to Black Bike Week that year because home wasn't straight. You know what I'm saying? My relationship was just on the rocks. And so I was just not in the spirit, in the mood to go to Black Bike Week. I just wasn't, because she wanted to go and she didn't have a ride. So I would have been her ride. I was like, okay, this is my girl. I'm going to go because she want to go. But I really didn't want to go. The plan was for me to come meet her, and then I'll pick her up, and then we'll go to the beach. Now, let me make something else clear. I stayed an hour away, like an hour and some change away from where I was meeting her. Whenever I meet her at the place, we had to drive almost 2 hours to go to the beach. So that's like a 3-hour drive, where if I would have just left from where I was staying and went to the beach, it would have just been an hour, okay? When I meet her, I see she get out the car and she had her bags. But when she got out the car, 2 other females got out the car behind her. So I was assuming that they were like helping her get her bags out the trunk or whatever like that. But when she went in the trunk and got her bags, they also reached in there and got some bags too. And they started walking towards my car. So this was red flag number 1 for me, because I already wasn't in the spirits to go, and I was doing a favor by bringing her. But who was these other 2 chicks? I had no idea who they were. And I was just like, why are they walking towards my car? When Ray got to the car, she was just like, hey girl, they've been hearing me talk about Black Bike Weekend. They wanted to come too. So I told them they could come on and come. At this point, I'm like, what? But in my head, I'm like, how can you invite 2 other females that I don't know in my car on a trip that I didn't even want to go to in the first place? That doesn't make no sense. You don't run it by me. You don't text me like, hey girl, these 2 girls want to come with me, da 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 da. I was already like I was already annoyed, you know, because I'm just like, bro, how you know I want other people in my car? You know, how you know this? We're going to name the 2 girls Tall and Small. That's what we're going to get them, Tall and Small, literally. When we got to the beach, we went to the place where Ray Peoples had us a spot, because we were staying with Ray Peoples. So we got to the hotel, and right when we was getting out the car, I went in the back seat, and I noticed that my mannequin head was cracked the fuck up. Like, it was cracked up, like Tall just was stepping all over my mannequin head. So I was annoyed. And then as I'm looking on the floor, she was stepping all over my purse. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, at this point, I'm so annoyed. So I'm just like, well, damn, like, you don't see shit on the floor? And you know, Ray was just looking at me like, girl, calm down. Common courtesy, common sense, common knowledge would tell you like to not step on someone's purse. You would be like, hey, excuse me, do you want your purse up there? Or hey, is there a place where I can put your purse? You wouldn't just get in somebody's car and step all over their stuff. Like, so that was really, really annoying to me. Like, I was annoyed. So Tall and Small was outside the car, and so Ray decided that this was her time to give me a teachable moment, to preach to me about, I guess, me fussing about her stepping all over my stuff. So she was just basically saying like, girl, like, I know that's your purse, and don't get me wrong, but like, you don't have to be like that. And I'm just like, be like what? Like, how am I supposed to be? Like, first of all, I'm annoyed because you know, she brought two people, I don't know. Then they disrespected my stuff. So it's just like, what you want me to laugh? I'm like, hey girl, you stepped on my stuff, but don't do it again. Like, come on now. Like, no. And so I was like, girl, like, my boyfriend brought me this purse, and this was my anniversary purse, and they stepping all over it. That's just like mad disrespectful. And she was like, yeah, but you just making it seem like like that purse is bigger than everybody else. I don't know what Ray was talking about, but that shit was going in one ear out the other, because you can't preach to me about some shit. Like, no, don't try to preach to me about no shit, you know? Hell no. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm overreacting. So we waiting at the hotel trying to get in contact with Ray people. And then they finally told Ray, like, hey, we're at this pool party. Why don't y'all come meet us at the pool party? So we was like, okay, cool. I was like, just send the directions and we'll come meet you there. We end up going to the pool party. Right when we get there, the street is like packed, like niggas, bitches, everybody just walking down the fucking road. Small decided to the wind down the window while the dudes was like catcalling in the car, like, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. You know how dudes do. The guys was like, what y'all trying to do? What y'all trying to do? And so Small was like, we trying to do what you trying to do. Boop. No, bitch. You're trying to do what they're trying to do. I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do. And that's not what you're trying to do. So don't try to put me in the same boat as you. No. Small was like, y'all got some Molly? Y'all got some weed? Where the Molly at? And the guy was like, I got the Molly. I got the Molly. Just come. SYC, I got the Molly. I got the Molly. So me and Ray off tip was like, what the freak? Like, nah, like, we not doing that. Like, hell no, we not doing that. I can tell Ray was a little bit annoyed because, like, while Small had her window down, like, the guy was like, hey, yo, what you miss with? She was like, I'm Blasian, I'm black, and I'm Asian. Something like that. She was saying something like that. It was a really cute saying. And so I could tell that Ray was getting annoyed because, I don't know why she was getting annoyed, but she was just mainly like getting annoyed. We end up parking the car, and so Ray came, she pulled me to the side. She was like, look, them bitches can do what they doing, but I'm not down with what they doing. So if they want to go walk the script, they can walk the script. But me and you, we about to go to my people's house because I'm not on what they doing. Like, they acting like they never been no place. And then I was like, girl, like, them your friends, like, you invited them, not me. So, you know, like, I don't know why you complaining to me. You need to tell them that. Ray was just like, and not to mention, girl, they only came down here with like $20. They don't even got no money. Like, they came down here with $20 and they ain't never been to the beach before. But they was like, Ray, can we come to the beach? Can we come to the beach? And I felt bad. But now that they hear, they're mad annoying. You know, she just basically doing all this whole spill. And in my mind, I'm just thinking like, well, girl, if these are your friends, why don't you tell them that, not me? You invited them. So Tall and Small decided to do their own thing. Like, they went and walked the strip. Me and Ray went and we went to the pool party. We had the pool party chilling with her peoples. We laughing, drinking, you know, having like a pretty much good time. So then it was like time to go back to the hotel. So we got back in contact with Tall and Small. They came, we met up, and then we all rolled back to the hotels. And people was like, hey y'all, here's the directions. We're gonna all meet y'all there. So we end up getting to the hotel before Ray's people came, right? At this time, I'm assuming that Tall and Small was probably pretty much drunk. You know, I'm assuming that they were drunk because when we got to the hotel, we were in the lobby. While we were in the lobby, Small asked the receptionist, can she use the restroom? The receptionist was like, no, you cannot use the restroom unless you are a guest at this hotel. And so Small was basically like, I am a guest at this hotel, so where's the bathroom? Can I use the bathroom? And so the receptionist was like, what is your room number? Well, Small didn't know the room number because Ray's people wasn't there. And remember, when we first got there, we got to the hotel, they weren't there. So we had to meet them at the pool party. So Small didn't know the room number. I didn't know the room number. Ray didn't know the room number. Tall didn't know the room number. So, you know, we all just looking like, Small telling the lady like, hey, we are guests here. We're just waiting on the person who actually booked the room to come. And so Ray was on the phone trying to call her people to ask them what's the room number or whatever, but they weren't picking up. So at this point, you know, Small and the receptionist are just getting into it. And the receptionist was like, I can't let somebody just come off the street, come in here and use the restroom without showing the key card, knowing the room number, got valid ID. You know, she just basically spilling it like that. And so now Small turns this into a, oh, you don't want me to go to the bathroom in here because I'm black, you know, like that. And at this point, it's getting way bigger than what it even needed to be. So now the receptionist is like, she about to call the police. And so now me, Ray, and Tall kind of step in and try to like de-escalate the situation. So they took Small around the corner somewhere. And so I went to the receptionist and I was like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Like, this is not us. I mean, I don't know what they do, but this is not us. Like, this is not how we get down. I guess, you know, she's probably just a little intoxicated because we just came out the script, but we do stay here or whatever. At this point, Ray is on the phone with her people, and Ray is telling her telling her people the situation, like, oh my God, Small getting in an argument with the receptionist, y'all need to come on because they're trying to threaten to kick us out or whatever like that. So now her people upset, and they telling Ray, they like, listen, y'all better not get us kicked out this hotel. Y'all need to calm down. What the fuck is y'all doing? Like, y'all need to calm down. Like, oh my, like they're just pissed off at this point, in which they need to be, you know, like, come on. Her people end up coming and verifying to the receptionist that we stay in here and we stay in here with them, right? And so the receptionist was just basically telling me, she was like, listen, I'm not racist at all. And yes, the receptionist was white, but she was like, I'm not racist. I don't even have a racist bone in my body. I'm just following the rules of the hotel. And I just can't believe she would even come out and say that out of her mouth. You know, the receptionist seemed so angry or whatever. She's like, I just can't believe that because I'm the furthest thing from it. You know, just because I'm white doesn't mean I'm, you know, she's just basically saying that, which is kind of like true, you know. Us and Ray's people end up going into the room, and I could tell like they were annoyed at this point because they were doing us a favor by letting us stay there for free, and for us, well, we were guilty by association because it's small, but if we would have got kicked out, it would have fallen all four of us girls, you know what I'm saying? And at this point, I think everybody kind of let it go. We settled down in our room, everybody getting the drinks set up, we about to start playing games and stuff. So Small was in the bathroom and everybody else was around in the den just talking. Ray comes from out of the room where the bathroom was located, where Small was at, and she was like, oh my God. Now she telling all her people this. Ray was like, oh my God, y'all will not believe what Small is doing in the bathroom. And so everybody was like, what, you know? And so Ray was like, oh my God, she is using your clippers to shave her hoo-ha. Bro, when she said that, everybody was like, ew, like, oh my God, what the freak? And I'm not gonna lie, when they went in there to check the clippers, it did have like little small hairs. So it did look like pubic hairs. And I was like, oh my God, like that is so nasty. That is so nasty. So I was like, oh my God, that is so freaking nasty. So at this point, you know, her peoples was like upset. He was upset, bro. He was like, how can she be using my stuff? And that's slack. He was like, oh, you know, he was just like so annoyed. And I was just thinking in my head, honestly, I was like, damn, Ray, like that's your friend, bro. But you know, you shouldn't come around everybody and tell everybody that. You should have at least went to her and be like, hey, yo, like, don't do that. I got some Nair or something you can use. Like, don't do that. Now, at this point, it just seems like a whirlwind, y'all, because I'm not even gonna lie. Like, we were drinking, everybody was just having a good time. You know, we were still laughing about the Clippers situation. So at this point, I don't know how this ended up happening, but it happened. So Tall and Small end up getting into an argument. Tall was literally like telling Small, like, you come up here and you showing off. Ever since you come up here, you acting different. You don't even act like this back at home. You acting different. And, you know, Small was just like, what am I doing? How am I acting different? Like, what are you talking about? Like, how am I acting different? And, you know, Tall was like, you showing off in front of everybody. You don't even act like this. You don't even act like this. You're showing off in front of everybody. While Small was trying to explain that she's not acting different, Tall literally took some perfume and was like spraying it inside Small's mouth while she was talking. Like, Small was like, I'm not doing anything. And while she was saying that, Tall was taking the perfume bottle and she was like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, damn, that is crazy. You're gonna let somebody spray perfume bottle in your mouth while you're trying to explain to them that you're not acting different and they're mad because you're acting different. So I was like, damn, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. And them two are cousins, y'all. So I was like, damn, that's kind of yikes. Could be me. Me and Ray just standing there looking. We was like, y'all calm down, y'all. Just calm down. Like, y'all doing this in front of everybody. Just calm down. And I don't know how it happened, but Ray and Small end up getting into like a little argument because Small was basically telling Ray, like, you acting different. When you around your other friend, you're acting different. You're acting like you don't want to be around me, like you don't want to hang around me or nothing like that. And I'm not even going to sit here and lie. Let me say something. that I should have said at the beginning of this video. At that time, I was prejudging them because of what Ray was telling me. Like, Ray was telling me that they were broke, they didn't have no money, they act like they never been nowhere, they, you know, they scandalous. That's what Ray was telling me, like things like that. So in my mind, I'm thinking, when we got to the pool party and the girls was asking for Molly and stuff like that, I was like, oh my God, like it confirmed what Ray told me once we was at the pool. I was like, oh, these girls are kind of like scandalous. And then when we get to the hotel and she's arguing with the receptionist, I was like, God, in my mind, like, damn. And then when we get inside the hotel room, she's using clippers to shave her hoo-ha, and those weren't even her clippers. So I was like, what the freak? So with everything that was going on, like with the clipper situation, busting out the receptionist, asking for Molly, stepping on my purse, not having any money at this point, you know, I was kind of like acting like standoffish with them. Plus, when Ray was just like telling me like, girl, these girls, bro, they act like they never been nowhere. And then it's like they doing the stuff that Ray is saying that they're doing. It's just like, I don't really get down with girls like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially not girls like that type of girls. So yes, I know I was acting probably standoffish or whatever like that. So I take full accountability for that. So when she was telling Ray that Ray was acting different, she was correct. Ray was acting different. Ray was basically acting like she didn't want to hang around him. But see, the difference between me and Ray is those were Ray friends. I wasn't friends with them. So I can act any way I want to act with girls I don't know like that. But if those are your friends, you don't need to act like that. Ray was just basically like, no, I'm not acting different. You're tripping, like, you know, you're tripping, like you need to calm down, like, you know, I guess just trying to like diffuse the situation. That situation got diffused, and then we all went back to partying and like drinking and having fun like that. But I ended up getting like too wasted, and my boyfriend ended up coming to get me, and he took me back to his place. In the midst of that, Small and Tall end up like leaving the hotel room to go walk the strip. I don't know why they did that, but they went like to go walk the strip. And y'all, if you've never been to Black Bike Week is crazy. Like if you're walking the strip, men don't care who you are. They'll grab on you, they'll touch your butt. And if you get upset with them, it's like, they'll be like, why the fuck you getting upset? Why are you here for? It's like that type of energy. So it's just like, if you're walking the strip, not saying you're asking for it, but you know what's coming with, you know what comes with it. So maybe you want men to grab up on you like that. So they went to go walk the strip. But I understand, but on the other hand, I understand why they went to go walk the strip, because like I said, they never been to Black Bike Week and they wanted like the full experience. Me and Ray already been there before, so we already knew what like goes down, so we wasn't trying to go there, but they went. So those two girls just went on the strip. We didn't know where they was at. They didn't even, like, it was crazy. We didn't know where they was at. We was just, you know, they just left. So the next day I had to come back to the beach because I had to take those three girls back home. So when I got back to the beach, you know, Ray was just telling me like, girl, you know, they was out all night with some guy, some older guy. I don't know what they was doing, but he must be about their food. They was out on the strip. They, you know, they ain't got no money. They couldn't get back in the room because everybody was like just passed out drunk. So nobody opened the door for them. After all of that, I guess Ray's people was just like at the point where they was like, okay, like, Maya, you and Ray can stay, but the other two girls, they got to go. Like, they're doing too much, and it's just too much. They almost got them kicked out the hotel room. One of the girls shaved with the other dude's clippers. She shaved her hoo-ha with the other girl's clippers. The other girl and her cousin was about to fight. They were arguing. Then they turned around and was fussing with Ray. And, you know, I just think it was just like, all right, y'all. Like, I guess her people was just basically saying, like, when we come down to Black Bike Week, we want to have fun. But it's like y'all putting a damper on it. Not us, but, you know, the two girls or whatever. They putting a damper on it. And they just was not feeling that. We end up, you know, saying, all right, well, we got to leave. We just about to go because, you know, I know, you know, I was already at this point ready to go anyway, so I wasn't really tripping about it. Like, I was just like, I'm just ready to drop these girls off and just go. Like, I would never go on a trip with girls like that again. So end up riding back. We got to the meeting spot, and all three of them got in the car, and they packed their stuff in the back seat of this small car, and they went back to where they was going from. And to be honest, y'all, that was the first and the last trip I ever did with girls like that. Like, it ain't really been a no situation like, you know, really, it wasn't really bad, but it was just like the small things. It was just like, like, no. Then on top of that, like, you know, like, I've never been on a trip with no girl who ain't had no money. Like, if you don't got no money, you stay home. You know, you don't come out with everybody. You just stay home. But other than that, that's the story time of me going on a trip with some broke bitches. And I haven't really talked to none of them girls since that separate, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you go watch my other story times. Just go watch my videos on my channel, period, because the numbers going up, y'all. I don't know what's going on, but I have, like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in my next video.